Ready? All right, everybody clap on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I remember. Does anyone think that memories are important? I do. Memory is a way of holding on to the things you love, the things you are, and the things you never want to lose. Memories are all I have. I lost my father when I was very young, and then after it I lost my grandparents a month apart. And it was very hard, but what got me through was the memories. Memories are all I have. My family, I guess, we've been through a lot, and it's hard, and a lot of tragedies, but we all stick together because of the memories we have with them. My Nana was an Italian immigrant, and she was a little crazy. People say I'm a lot like her. My best memory I have with her, she used to throw shoes at us because we would annoy her or mess with her TV time because she loved the Yankees. And if she was cursing at Derek Jeter in Italian, if we repeated her, she'd throw a slipper at us. But I also lost my uncle. He was a really funny guy, and he loved Coca-Cola, which we all said was horrible for him, but he would have at least like 2 liters a day, and he didn't care. But my dad was really funny. He didn't care about what anyone thought about him, and he kind of made jokes with people. Like some of his best friends say they first met him, my dad punched him out, and he lost his teeth. And then after it, my dad goes, "Hey buddy, I'm sorry, you were just in the bar fight and I had to hit someone." But you remember the memories you had with them. I have a lot of memories with my dad because I was only 6. So before that, I spent almost every day with him because since he was a firefighter, he was at the house for like 3 days, and then he would go for a 24, which is you stay there for 24 hours, and he would go for a day shift and a night shift, and then be back for 72 hours, which is called a Chinese 72. And the good times I had with him and the memories I have with him help it keep him present, and I'll never forget about him or anyone I've lost. Memories are all I have. You definitely have unique memories. Like I said, I had a memory of my Nana throwing a slipper at my face, but it's a good memory. And the unique memories I've had with my dad, we were both pretty lazy. So we would spend days just in our pajamas for like 12 hours, sitting on the couch watching whatever TV we wanted to, and I'm still like that even though he's not here, so I always remember him. I actually got a tattoo in memory of him, and I remember him through that tattoo, and I'm glad I have him with me wherever I go. But I also remember my dad hated tattoos, and he didn't like them at all. He used to tell his brother, who got his name, he used to say, "What, are you going to forget your name tomorrow morning?" And it was always a joke, so I kind of laugh a little bit when I got the tattoo. You remember the fun and funnier special times. I have some funny times I spent with my dad, or just special times where my mom would say, "Oh, Shannon, what did you do today?" Because she'd come home from work, and I'd go, "We went to Burger King." And then the next day she'd say, "What'd you do today?" "We went to Friendly's." The next day we went to Wendy's, and she started getting mad, and she said, "You can't bring her out to dinner anymore. You can't bring her out to lunch. She needs to stay home, or you need to bring her somewhere else. Stop bringing her out to lunch to all these fast food restaurants." And he would tell my mom, "No, we're bonding. We're bonding. It's a special time." So I remember those times, so I'm happy I have it. And right before my dad passed away, he actually opened a bar. And that whole summer, my brother and sister were older than me, so they were in camp, and I was too young. So I would spend every day with him in that bar, which doesn't seem that good for a child to be in a bar, but it wasn't open yet, so it's fine. And he had one girl bartender, and he used to kind of just like pawn me off on her if he had to go do work. He'd say, "Oh, take care, Shannon, I'll be right back." 6 hours later, he'd pick me up. But that's okay. Any memory could be, any memory. It could be about a sunny day with a funny bunny, and it could be you'll be happy about it because it's a memory. Memories are all I have. My father was a firefighter on September 11th, and he was with a company called Rescue 5, which is actually right kind of down the block by Tawji Street. And 12 members went that day, and only 1 returned, which was a little hard, but I had a lot of people to help me through it. But the memories of him always helped me, and the memories of that firehouse, I still go visit them when I have nothing to do here. I'll go visit them, and I have lunch with them, and they really do love you, and they tell me about the memories they have with my dad, the funny ways they used to haze him, or they'd say they were afraid to haze him because they used to call him No Neck Bergen because he was so big and he had such big arms that in his old firehouse, the one time they hazed him, they threw flour on him, and he did this, and they went running. So he was a scary man, but he was a great guy. People say I have the same personality to him. We're both really thick-headed, and we like to make people laugh, and we kind of do stupid things to make people laugh. But having that memory of him helps me because I have his personality to a T. I may not look like him, like my sister, but my mom gets a little scared sometimes because when something happens, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill this guy, and she's like, you need to stop. Like, you act like your father, and you're a girl. You cannot go hit someone in a bar like your father did. That's not acceptable anymore. You will get arrested. So my dad was funny, family-oriented, and he was a firefighter, but he loved his life and he loved his job. So I'm going to ask you, do you think your memories are important after hearing this? Do you think about the special memory you've had with someone, and are you happy you have it?